How's it going, everybody? Mr. Poestyle here, and today I'm finally going to get around to showing you a little bit of the RetroGameBoyz Atari 5200 joystick, and we're also going to be using their DB15 to DB9 keypad, where you can use a 9-pin Atari 2600 type controller on your Atari 5200. And so we're gonna show a few 5200 games, obviously not all of them. Actually, in my collection I only have 39 of the, I think, 69 US releases. Now it got to the point where when I was collecting for the 5200 originally, I was getting games. I do have the gold dot rebuilt controller, so it worked fairly decent. It wasn't breaking every second like the other ones, and I had cleaned the other ones several times so my son could play too, but it just got frustrating with that joystick while I was collecting to play certain games. Even with the one that has the gold dot and the buttons are working, the analog non-centering stick, self-centering stick, doesn't center itself is what I'm trying to say. It can make it rough for control on some games. I had problems with it with like Jungle Hunt and Kangaroo and things like that. So I'm gonna show what the RetroGameBoyz joystick controller can do for it, and we'll go to the games now, and then we'll talk about what we think afterwards. So stay tuned for that. Trying out the RetroGameBoyz controllers on some random games here. First, we're going to be playing Mario Brothers 2-player on the Atari 5200. I'll be using the stick. My son will be using the adapter with a plugged-in Genesis controller. He will be Luigi and I will be Mario, and we'll see if gameplay got any better. Alright. Just set that number pad down somewhere. 2-player. I'll hit the start, which is A. Pause and reset. So the asterisk button, 1 player, 2 players. Let me turn up the volume on the TV a bit when you get the sound. Alright, that's good enough. We can blast our eardrums up.
humanoid got the intruder. Intruder alert, intruder alert. Got the humanoid got the intruder. Humanoid got the intruder. Got the humanoid got the intruder. Humanoid got the intruder.
Whoops. accidentally pushing too soon. God darn it. Me again. there you have it. We put it through its paces a little bit there, and you know, I thought it worked really, really well for the games that you can use a digital stick for. You know, obviously, I knew it wasn't going to work right, but I put it on there as an example as the Star Wars arcade. You know, you need the analog control for that. Otherwise, it's just pretty much picking set locations for your crosshairs, as you could see in the video. Not accurate, no accuracy whatsoever trying to shoot down the TIE fighters. So, use your original controller, 5200 controller, for games like that, or if you have an alternative. Super Mario Brothers worked great. Actually, that version, I love that game on any and every system. I just made it rough with the old stick. And that's probably the furthest we actually ever got. My son and I, he was, as I said in the video, he was using the DB15 to DB9 with a Sega Genesis controller. Now on those things also, there's a list on the website, RetroGameBoyz.com, what will or what should work with it, what might not. There are one-button controllers that are DB9 that will also work with it, but you got to make sure, obviously, that it's a game for the 5200 that only uses one of the fire buttons, one action button, and that's it. But, I mean, you can use a Sega Genesis controller like we did. I don't remember now. I think it was B and C buttons work as your two buttons. You can use a Sega Master System gamepad on there as well. And RetroGameBoyz is coming out with a 5200 controller that just looks like the, is pretty much an NES controller, but it's rewired with, you know, the 9-pin on it, that you could buy and use with that adapter. And I mean, there's obvious games that aren't going to work with a digital controller, but there's not that many really. You know, like I said, a small library. Was it 69 games released originally? I'm not including homebrews, obviously, things like that, but the games that I did play on there worked great. And I wanted to show some with the horizontal knob you can use as a paddle on there. Kaboom, that's the furthest I ever got in Kaboom on the 5200. I love the game, but I pretty much suck at it on 2600 and 5200. Usually get blown up pretty quick and done with, but it was nice. It was nice precision control with that, and with Super Breakout as well. Worked really well for it. So that's something to keep in mind too. You will be able to play at least those games anyway. And it was really great, tight control. No problems with it with Hero. Maybe just going up and down. I had a few problems, just me getting used to the joystick itself. You know, wanting to hover and go up slightly or down. All of a sudden I would shoot up or shoot down. I think a little playing around with that and I'd get it down. But again, that's the best I ever did with Hero on the 5200. The most I ever gave it a chance, you know. Worked good with Pitfall. I'm just not that great at Pitfall. I'm another one of those gamers that loves games, but not always the greatest at them. But really nice controllers. So, I mean, if you want to spend the money, check the website for sure for the prices. I think that the joystick itself was around $112. You decide for yourself whether it's worth it for you. For me, I'm going to start collecting again, or at least buy an Atari Max, you know, and put all of the games on there. Plus, the Atari Max comes with Beef Drop, the home brew of Burger Time. So I think I just might do that instead of switching out my cartridges all the time. Sure, not the greatest, I know. I have it hooked up to an HD TV through a VCR, the original old switch box for the 5200 on there. But that was just because of lack of room in my game room. My CRT has my NES, my Atari 2600, my Intellivision, my ColecoVision, my Sega Master System, my TurboGrafx 16 are all hooked to it. And that's on one side of the room. So the 5200's on the other side of the room. So I actually have it, and my Odyssey 2, you know, my, you name it, you know, the Genesis, the 32X, Sega CD, my Saturn, my Dreamcast, PS1, my N64, all those are hooked up to my HD TV down there. So, you know, a lot of purists don't like that. I think it looks okay. Of course, it's not perfect, but that's the way I played for the video. And of course, once again, I still haven't got my blackout curtains for the game room, so there was a reflection because I was recording during the day, because that's the only time I had to record this particular video. But yeah, Mario Brothers, original Mario Brothers, my son and I actually played. That was recorded earlier, and we actually played a good bit longer than that. That was the longest session we ever had on that particular port on the 5200, simply because of the controls. And we just kept going and going, and he kept going even after I finished up in that. But my phone was having memory issues at the time and didn't realize it, and the video cut out. So since then, you know, I cleaned up my phone a bit there, and you know, it's been a few days since we shot that first clip, because I had work and everything. But now finally able to sit down with those few games, and I thought it worked great for almost all of them that I played. Like I said, the only ones, of course, the one that didn't was Star Wars Arcade. You need an analog controller for that, that's all, to get the precision down. But Congo Bongo, Jungle Hunt, Kangaroo, I almost said Pickaxe Pete, wrong system. Miner 2049er, they all seem to work great with that joystick and with the gamepad. So it's definitely breathed new life into my Atari 5200. Said I'm going to start collecting again, or at least get an Atari Max. You know, hopefully get that in. I think they're still doing pre-orders on the next batch until the end of this month, I believe. So I need to jump on that. Because I want to play Beef Drop. Yeah, because Burger Time is one of my all-time favorite games, so love to play it on the 5200. Plus, there's others. I do believe, you know, there's been conversions of Atari 8-bit computer games put out there. The ROMs are out there. I think they also had made, what was lacking, because of the North American game crash, and because of them giving up on the 5200 so quickly because of sales and controllers and whatnot. But Donkey Kong Jr., I believe, homebrews or ports from the 8-bit computer were made of those. There's a bunch of stuff out there now. The library continues, as long as people want to make games for it. Hopefully we get a lot more conversions. People out there with the know-how, get us some more 8-bit computer conversions for the 5200. Let's keep this machine alive, bring it back to life. It's been on life support for 40 years. So go to RetroGameBoyz.com, check out the controller, see if it's right for you. Now, Ed Kelly from Ed Ladden Controllers has announced a while back, you know, he's working on a 5200 joystick, and his actually has a built-in knob right to it, and has the keypad and everything, and I'm sure all of his stuff seems to be top-notch, high quality, you know. So check out Ed Ladden's stuff, check him out on Facebook or his webpage too, to see when that's going to be coming out, because he always does a top-notch job as well. But I can't recommend enough RetroGameBoyz. My first time dealing with them was I was looking for an alternative for my Atari 7800. And of course the Coffin, the Pro line controllers, they cramp you up. They're kind of cheap feeling, you know. We got that here in North America. The European market got the European 7800 gamepad, almost like an NES one. There's a built-in little thumbstick that you can unscrew from the directional pad on it. It's a little bit tighter, a little bit more cramped in your hands, you know. I got one. They weren't cheap a few years ago when I got it. They're really not cheap to get now. And it was all right. But then I saw this controller just by searching or whatever that RetroGameBoyz made. And it's an NES refurbished pretty much controller with a DB9 on the end. And they even put the wood grain. It'll work with your Atari 2600 for the one button. It works great on the Atari 7800 with the two buttons on it. I love using it for my 7800. Actually, I use it on my Retron 77 too, for, you know, 2600 games on there. Use it on my original 2600. So they have the solutions. Check out their page, see what they got. You know, they have stuff out there. for your 2600, your 7800, and you know, now your 5200. And it's awesome stuff, high quality work. The guy's working on it. His webpage will tell you how many days out they are with stuff, you know. Might be 15 or 20 or 10 days. It was rather quick. They did have the DB15 to DB9 keypad in stock when I got it. But, so I got it really fast. And the other one I got within, I don't know, a couple weeks, a little over a couple weeks, got the joystick, but that was made to order. You can choose colors like red buttons and red joystick. I think they call it the Dark Knight, where it's just a black ball, the 2 black buttons. But really awesome. You know, he 3D prints the cases. He's working on them himself, and he's getting them out to you. He tests them, and he lets you in on every step of it. He'll send you emails with pictures of it. Here it is. It's being built. Here it is, I'm testing it. Here, I just shipped it to you. And you know, he shipped it to me on a Friday, and I had it by Monday when I got home from work. I love the thing. He said it's gonna bring a lot more game time to my Atari 5200. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you have a 5200? Do you love the 5200? Are you going to get one of these? Are you going to get one of Ed Ladden's controllers when they come out? I suggest you do if you really want to play it. You know, 112 bucks or 120, whatever it ends up being. Well worth it to me to actually make a console playable again, and not piss you off every second when you want to play something and find out I got to take apart my controller and clean it again, or I missed that jump in Kangaroo because of the analog stick and it went the wrong way and I didn't do this or that, you know. And of course, you know, I played Popeye, and for the first time it was satisfying to me to play it on the 5200 because of that joystick, precision movement, precision, whatever you want to call it. So let me know down below what you think. RetroGameBoyz.com. Definitely a thumbs up, an A+. I don't normally do like real reviews, but I mean, I love it. Can't tell you that enough. I love it. Great controller, both of them. So pick up one today. Go on there, order it up. Another thing that he does that I found pretty neat is he has a controller I originally saw on Atari Creep a few years ago. RetroGameBoyz makes the Robotron 2084 controller, and it's actually got 2 D-pads on it to play that game on the 7800. I believe that's a $60 controller. It's a specialized controller like everything that he does. I never picked that one up. Maybe I'll do that eventually. And you know, I did stay away from a few other games like twin stick games, what Space Dungeon and a few, you know, I don't have, I guess I could have tried it with a Genesis controller in one hand and the joystick in the other, but that would have been more of a pain. So I didn't do that. Maybe when Ed Ladden comes out with his controller, maybe he'll put 2 sticks on like he did with some of his old controllers. You can play some twin stick games right there. That would be pretty sweet. But alright guys, I've rambled on long enough. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know what you think down below, and hopefully we'll see you on the next video. Take care guys. Oh, Nacho. Come here, Nacho. No biting. No bite. Ooh, no biting. Oh, Nacho, stop.